All right, it's Friday. It's late. Definitely gonna be dark later. Well, when we get there, Mabel and I are headed camping. We got about a 3-hour drive, about a mile hike, and then we're gonna set up camp. We got 2 nights counting tonight, so we gotta get a move on. Probably won't shoot a lot of footage until tomorrow because, like I said, it's gonna be dark. So, off on another adventure. Adventure is out there. Well, Mabel and I made it to what ended up becoming camp at about 10:30 last night. Driving the logging roads and everything else to get here in the dark was a little sketchy. There's some spots that are sketchy in the daylight, and it really spooked me doing it in the dark. And then hiking in the dark, trying to find a place that you know exists, but trying to do that in the dark is pretty squiffy. But we made it. We got camp set up, real basic, just a simple tarp shelter with my hammock underneath. And I brought a nice canvas bag to make for Mabel's bed. It's a big bag. I could probably use it as a backpack itself if I had a frame pack to tie it to. You know, like the packs you use to haul out your game after taking it during hunting season or something. Of course, I got everything but my water. Bear with me here. Reaching over top of you. And somebody's gonna make a big deal about, oh, he's got a single-use bottle. That's because I forgot to bring my regular water bottle and left that at home. So I just stopped at the dollar store and got this real quick. It's heavy as all get out, but we got water. But it's everyone's favorite time of day. Coffee time. If I could untie the knot I made. Alright. I was going to replace it anyways. I was going to replace the cordage anyways. It was all rotted and fraying. See, it came apart right there. I was going to change that out while we were out here. So, fun thing. Get up this morning. Kind of a rough night anyhow. But I get up this morning to actually get out of bed. I'm like, what? No way. I look over, and there's the camp that Bailey and I made. Or not the camp, because we took everything with us, but there's the fire pit, and you could tell that that's where we had camped before. I was like, dang. So the spot I was trying to get to on the map wasn't Dylan and I's camp, it was Bailey and I's camp. So that was kind of fun. Whoa! But to know that even in the dark, I can actually follow a map and get to where I need to go. I was off by a good 100 feet. Yeah, 100 feet. I'll boil extra water just in case I want 2 cups of coffee. I brought the stove just because I knew I wasn't gonna be in the mood for making a fire this morning. But that's the #1 task, because we had a surprise for dinner. It's gonna be pretty rad. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to take all day to make. Excuse me. So we got to find some good firewood and get to cooking. We need to make a tripod and a hook. So we got excuse me, we got some work to do. Mabel, all she wants to do is get loves, but I need to finish making coffee, and then we're gonna get to finding firewood and getting ready for making dinner, making a fire pit. I think we might just use the fire pit that Bailey and I made, because it's, I mean, 100 feet from camp, and it's level over there. I might relocate camp, because it's 100 feet and level, whereas where we're at is not level. But I was tired of looking last night. I was tired. I got up really early for my job, and we stayed up really late. So yeah, clearly I'm still tired because I'm just rambling. At least I feel like I'm rambling. Had a couple times was interrupted sleep with noises. That doesn't happen very often, but didn't seem to see any eyes or anything out there. I think it was just the wind blowing the trees on each other, which the wind has stopped, thankfully. The sun's coming out. Not that it'll shine on us because we're underneath. Woo! Oh my gosh, that was dumb. And you guys got to hear me scream like a girl. That's great. That's great. Wasted some water. That's really cool. But Jeremy, just go find more. Dude, the terrain here is ridiculous. I gotta have water for Mabel. I gotta have, we're gonna be low on water. That was such a waste. Oh my gosh. Things happen, so now we gotta conserve. We gotta conserve, Mabel. You got a big bowl of water over there, so conserve. What you're looking at here is my stove and pot that I was given by my dad when I first started getting into camping and stuff. The old Stanley cook pot and Coleman little stove. Not little, this thing's huge. Brought a lot of classics, stuff I've been using for a decade. I got some new stuff, like a new tarp, because my other big tarp is massive, just massive. But things I need to upgrade, like sleeping bag and my cook stove. I could use one of those little jet boils, that'd be great. They're super small. The fuel canister's super small compared to this. Brought a little camp chair. I don't know if I'll use it or not, but I brought it. I got some other fun stuff, but I'm gonna finish making coffee and get to chores, and if anything exciting happens, we'll check back with you. So I've been a busy little beaver, and unfortunately I forgot to film most of it, but I have cut and produced a tripod Watch your footing here. There that is. And all I did really was start with a basic arbor knot and wrap things around until it stood, as you see. There's Bailey, nice fire pit from last time we were here. Still standing, Bay, you did a good job. I guess laying. There's a little bit of the firewood I've cut up. Oh, I did make, or cut so far. There's the Y that we're gonna hang our meat. I'm gonna skin it, peel the bark, and carve some notches for the string to hold. And then that's where we're gonna hang our meat from. There's our smaller wood that I'm gonna use one piece as a baton. But I didn't bring a hatchet or an axe this time. This thing's been hiding in my closet for a long time. I finally brought it out. Come on. Look at that thing, huh? It's like 12 or 13 inches. Needs cleaned up. It just got found. And we live in a pretty wet area, so things tend to tarnish pretty quickly. But look at the spine on that, huh? That thing is a beast. So I'm gonna get things set up, and that way you can watch me do some splitting with this thing, because this is hefty. It's from the Gurkha Cookery House over in Tibet. It's a little old man and a hammer heating up old car springs, turning them into this, which is why it's so easily tarnished. But it's also easily cleaned up, so Nepal, sorry, not Tibet, Nepal. But this thing is sharp as a razor. So I'm gonna set you down, get you set up, and then we'll get to work. This is gonna be fun. I haven't used this like this before, this knife anyway, so this is gonna be sweet. Right. So this piece already has a little check in it. So we're gonna use that check as an aid. I'm gonna set our knife right there, right in that check. And then we're going to use our baton. Look at that. I don't have any kindling, so I'm going to start by making some pretty smaller pieces. And we'll process it up a little bit further here in a minute. But it looks like this was the top of the tree that I took. So I think we're going to use something else for the kindling, because that's a little damp. Let's use, let's see, this is from the part that broke, or is it? I've definitely cut this, so let's use this. Whoa! Woo! That is a hard wood right there. My guess is alder. It looked like it was more of an alder than a maple. Those are really the only two choices around here for hardwoods. Found the check in this one, so we're using that. I missed it the first go around. There we go. That's better. There's definitely a wet section in there. Overall, this is a pretty dry piece of wood. So I'm just gonna keep pounding away till we get some decent firewood. There's more to cut. are you? There you are. There's more to cut, more to process up, and then I'll probably get a fire started before I start cutting more firewood down. But we got a lot of work ahead of us, but we need to get this fire going because it's already 10:45 and it's going to take a while to cook this meat. So I'll check in with you at some point. I got work to do. Whoo-wee! This is fun. Yeah, much needed. All right, it's time to start the fire. I've spent about 20 minutes making wood shavings using that big old knife. That thing really starts to wear on you after a while, but that's gonna help us start our fire. There's stage 1, stage 2, and then finally on into stage 3, and then firewood. So hopefully we've done all the work properly to get things started and things go smoothly since you're watching. And we've been having a lot of rain over the last week. So I found a good standing dead tree. It acted like it wanted to go there for a second. Come on, baby. There we go. Don't go out, don't go out. Coming right at me. Shit. Took a minute. Definitely did not anticipate the fire coming right at me at the beginning. If you've watched any of my videos before, you know I really like using the that's my hair, log cabin method for building a fire. Getting it going anyways like this. Something about the science in it. I don't understand the science, but kind of sucks the air in and makes things hot down at the base and fuels itself with air, and leads to a pretty good fire. But I'm gonna let that start making a good bed of coals while I work on cleaning off the hook so we can hang our meat. Whew. I got a decent little pile of firewood over there ready to go. I'm gonna work on cutting wood as I need because I'm tired. My job is strenuous. This workout here is strenuous. It's gonna be a hell of a climb to get out of here tomorrow. But at least I won't have all the food and water with me either, so there's that. But yeah, we're just gonna feed this fire and work on cleaning up our hook so we can get our meat on. And then that'll be the big reveal. What's the meat? What's it gonna be? I'm not telling. Not yet anyway. Okay, so we got a good little bed of coals going. Fire's burning really well. Went ahead and carved up our Y. It's not the most ideal Y that I was looking for, but it's the best one I could find. I went ahead and carved kind of a flat area there. Stick our meat on. And I carved a little notch there to hold our string so the string doesn't slip out. In this case, paracord. You can use whatever you want to use. I just happen to have a virtual plethora of paracord. So, what I have in this bag, what's in the bag? Got a 1.5 pound trimmed brisket. And what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take this here barbecue seasoning. We're gonna try to coat our brisket in that as best we can without getting too dirty. We're gonna try to rub that in. That's why they call it a rub, right? It's not a marinade, it's a rub. And I might not get on everything, that's okay. We don't really need it anyhow, just a little bit of extra. Because that fire, that smoke is gonna give us all our flavor anyways. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. Oh, Weird noises. That smells good already and it hasn't even started cooking. It smells like beer almost. Now I did cut a hole to make this a little bit easier, but now I'm struggling to find that hole. Really struggling. Might have to cut a new one. Nope, there it is. I'm gonna shove our flat end through that hole. And then, boom. And there's our tripod. I don't know if you can see that very well, but gather up all my paracord so it's not dangling down in the fire here. I want to dangle our meat over the fire. There we go. And then I can adjust this at any point. If I want the meat to be further away from the flame or closer, I can make it pretty much anything I want it to be. I know brisket takes a long time, so I'm hoping. It's a little after noon now. So hopefully I got enough time to cook that down, make it nice and tender. Like I said, I do know it takes a while, so let's see. Fingers crossed. If not, we'll eat it anyway. Stay tuned. Mabel, what are you doing? Trying to sleep, Dad. Leave me alone. Well, we're about 3 hours in. I have questions about the top part. It's not really getting a lot of heat. But I figure we got another at least an hour, hour and a half. I don't know. I lowered it a little bit. Mabel's still unamused. She's like, dang it. At least I don't have Bruno telling me what to do. Huh. Yeah, very unamused. It's Mabel, the camping dog with the YouTube channel. Huh, her's famous. One of the family friends, her little girl, saw the video. Now that's all we can think when we see Mabel. Mabel, the camping dog with the YouTube channel. There's a famous dog, huh? She don't even care about it. But I think she's actually getting some sleep. I don't think she slept last night. Every time I move, she'd be whining. I think she just gets nervous when it's dark and you can't really see anything. She can see. I can't. I don't know. But I'll keep you posted. Not much is happening. I made a cup of coffee. Charging up the old battery on the GoPro. And just kind of enjoying the quiet. What was that? I hear it too. Alright, we're going to figure out what the heck that is. And maybe we got something to report. We'll see. Okay. I couldn't wait. I had to have a few bites. I'm starving. All I've had is a few chocolate chip cookies. And this is delicious. I'm really excited right now. And dishes are going to be easy to clean up. Just throw them in the fire. It's perfect. All except my knife. I got to keep that. Mabel's still unamused. Smelling the world. Yeah, you. But I'm going to finish this little snack. Super good. It's not any more chewy than any other piece of steak I've had, except for maybe a ribeye. But man, is it good. Oh my gosh. Super excited right now. I'll check in with you in a little bit. Yeah. So good. Just Mabel doing the dishes. All right. Okay. Time to do the dishes for real. She's like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. And then that'll burn up. No evidence. No, nothing to attract anything like a unwanted visitor in the middle of the night. We don't need anything like that. Mabel might pee on herself, and we don't want that. Huh. There's not a very brave dog until the pizza man shows up. Oh. Got a full belly now. Mabel and I pretty well killed all that meat off. I brought a potato, but I didn't bring anything to eat the potato with. So I didn't cook the potato. That's fine. Suppose I could have whittled a spoon, but I'm not going to do that. I did enough woodwork today. And now it's time to just chill and watch some bushcraft TV, also known as the fire. So stay tuned. We'll check in with you if anything exciting happens. Got a few things to say at bedtime, so I'll at least talk to you then. In the meantime, check out the scenery. There's camp way over there. Bailey and I did this March, I think it was. Maybe April. Same exact location here. And it was just pouring rain for 2 days. Wasn't supposed to rain. And that girl, 12 years old, was a trooper, man. We hiked in, we hiked out. In the rain, up that hill. And then more hill. And then she found the trail to get us out of here. I was pretty excited. She was the one that found it. So that was pretty rad. She was a pretty awesome girl. Both my girls are pretty awesome. Got pretty lucky. But that's enough rambling. We'll see you soon. Well, good morning. It's our last morning. Time to pack up and then climb uphill to get to the trail home. Always my favorite part, going uphill. Lots of sarcasm going on there. Mabel's scarfing down the last of her kibble until we get home, and she has to compete with Bruno for it. Or even, for that matter, the kittens. God bless the kittens. Hold on. Back up. This is for me. I'll get you some in just a second. All right, back up. Back up. Back up. Move. Jeez. There, that's for you. Jeez. Well, that was the last of our drinking water. She's gonna need it. As long as I got some for coffee. Just carefully measured. As long as we don't dump it like we did yesterday, we'll be good. Oh, all kinds of good stuff in there. Debris. There's debris. Figure I'll fill this up with one of the waterfalls. I don't know if I said that. One of the waterfalls on the way home. That way we can have some drinking water. But one thing we'll definitely be doing, stopping at the Langlois Market for a hot dog. Their sign says world famous. I don't know if that's true, but they are damn good. I'm probably gonna get 2 or 3. And then I'm gonna get probably 2 for the wife, take her home, a couple hot dogs she requested. Because they are darn good. Not really so much the hot dog as the mustard. They make their own mustard. They got some really good pickles they put on there. It's just a really good hot dog. And it's kind of tradition anytime that I camp out this way. Tradition I started with Dylan. He and I, anytime we went camping, end our trip stopping at Langlois. We don't take a lot of extra treats or anything, so getting a soda for your sugar, because you haven't had sugar in a couple days. And we're Americans, so we need sugar. It's like in our dinner. Dang, that's 2 Disney movies in one video. Oh man, that was one of the best sleeps I've had camping. Only woke up a couple times because I thought I heard something, but I think it was just Mabel shuffling around. That was a good sleep. I went to bed at like, what, 5:30, 6 o'clock? And got up at like, well, it's 8 o'clock now, but I've been tossing and turning trying to pretend to sleep for like an hour. So that's pretty stinking good. Especially since my alarm's gonna go off tomorrow morning at 4:30. Gross. You drink all your water? Did you drink all your water? Huh? Huh? Good. Good. It was for you. I saved it just for you. It got all over you. You're gross. You're gonna need a bath. Yeah, you're gonna need a bath. We're just gonna putter around here, drink our coffee, pack up, and then climb the hill up to the trail. Mabel's going down smelling where we were at the fire. Mabel! What are you doing? What are you doing? Silly dog. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're just gonna putter around, drink some coffee, get ready to go. I'm so excited. I won't have, 9 pounds of water and 1.5 pounds of meat to take with me. All of Mabel's kibble. That doesn't weigh much, but it's like 11 pounds less in weight, which is good because we're going uphill again. Did you know I was going uphill? All right. Got everything packed up, even our trash. Got to take the trash. That's camp, or was, and now it's there. I'm ready to go. I need to go find some water because I am thirsty, and it's definitely going to be a tough hike out. So that'll be fun. Something to look forward to. And I can't wait to come back to the spot. I did discover a big old rock face. I want to kind of check out. Maybe we could dig out a cave or something to make a shelter in. But in my experience in this area, the rock is pretty crumbly, so it probably wouldn't be a safe thing. But it'd be worth checking out anyway. Stay tuned if in case anything exciting happens. I see Sasquatch or, anything crazy like that. And then on to the next adventure. Stay tuned. As you can see, Mabel and I made it to the truck. We're both incredibly thirsty and hot. So we're gonna definitely stop at the first waterfall we come to. And I'm gonna fill up some water on that bottle. She's gonna drink until she throws up. I'm kidding, she probably won't do that. That's Bruno. We made it. We made it. Mabel the Camping Dog with the YouTube channel. We made it. All right, we're gonna get out of here. Until the next adventure, be safe, be careful, and live life, man. Have fun.